Hello, everyone. Welcome to another MGG Live. Today, we're going to be playing some Intellivision. I got myself some new digital packages from Intellivision Collector, and I'm happy to say that most of them now come with the sprint files. So if you're buying, for instance, Montezuma's Revenge or Road Fighter for the Intellivision, if you're buying the digital ROMs, they will come with your sprint files, so you can throw it into an Intellivision Collector folder or just throw it onto a USB stick, and it will come up all pretty. It'll have a game description, it'll have the images, overlays, all that fun stuff. So looking forward to that. That is going to be a lot of fun. But in case you weren't around for my Ask Me Anything stream on Tuesday, unfortunately, right now, my game capture capability is severely limited. Any console that I hook up, I tried hooking up my Intellivision, my Jaguar, even like analog systems that are native HDMI. My audio was coming in absolutely trash. So any games that I need to review that aren't available as ROMs, they will probably be delayed, which unfortunately includes the member-voted Triple Action 2. I'm trying to find some workarounds. I owe you guys a Triple Action 2 review in January, but for the poll that I end up putting up this month, it's going to be games that I have ROMs for. There is one exception, Game Boy games. I have this little thing. I learned about this from Jeff at Go Game Go. It's a little thing from Epilogue where I could put the cartridge in and it's USB. I can still screen capture. It brings it up in software. So over this week, I was able to capture footage for on the Game Boy, Dream Shark, and Jordan's 1980s Adventure. I was able to capture 3 Vectrex games, Mail Plane, Count Vecula, and Major Tom. So look forward to those. Intellivision, I captured footage for Road Fighter. 2600, I got Spiders Arcade. And then on the NES, I played and beat House in the Cemetery, 5 Clans of Tresebra, Panzer 1, Panzer 2, and Panzer 3. So at some point, we're probably going to have a Panzer month. I think that would be fun to do like 1, 2, and 3. They're fantastic games. But today, like I said, I've got some new ROMs from Intellivision Collectors, so I will be playing those. Let's say hello to the chat. Off-Grid says, waiting at work for the rush of customers as soon as you start your stream. For those of you who aren't aware, Off-Grid Arcade and Mr. Postile, they have a show every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is unfortunately my dinner time. So more often than not, I miss the first little bit of their show. But I do come in. I try to be there every single Sunday. And then I go back and on the other, whoever's channel I watched it on the other channel, I'll go and watch back the part that I missed because it is always fun. And I've heard a little birdie say that Mike the Gaming Road Warrior is going to be on this Sunday. So that is always great because we love Mike here. Chris is in the chat. Howdy. He says it's 74 degrees where he is. How's the Great White North looking? It's looking pretty white. I would say at nighttime, we're getting down to minus 11 right now, which I'm not sure what that is in freedom digits, but I think that's probably like 20 degrees. During the day, it comes up to just about freezing, just about 30, 32. But nothing's melting here right now. We don't have a lot of snow, but it is cold. And again, if you weren't around for the Q&A earlier this week, the winds were so bad early in the week that it ripped the glass door off of the front of my porch, ripped it right off the hinges. Thankfully, it didn't smash. It fell on like cobblestone, like patio stone things. It didn't smash, so I'm going to have to see if I can fix those hinges because they are proprietary to that door. but huge pain in the butt. And now whenever it does snow, a little bit of snow comes into that front porch area. We've got Torque in the chat. We got Mr. Post Style, so you know the chat's going to be fun. We even have Retro Blitz. How are you doing, Phil? I haven't talked to you in a little bit. We actually have to talk about what we're doing on Tuesday. I believe the Retro Blitz Rewind podcast is coming back on Tuesday. If not, I'll be live, but hopefully it is. We've got some topics that are overdue. We got to do that 8-bit games, like our top 5. We should probably invite John the Gen X Grown Up for that one. He's a big Atari 8-bit guy. We should talk to John Champeau with all his Champ Presents stuff. I'd like to get Caleb Garner and maybe even Russell on to talk about the IntelliPort and the IntiNES and all the cool stuff that they're doing. We've got lots of potential stuff to do. We just need to figure out what we can do and when. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Kelly watched it back. No. Kelly, I'm sure you're a very active lover. I'm sorry. I was joking. I was joking with the guys. I'm so used to watching. So it was Mike the Gaming Road Warrior, Bart Off-Grid Arcade, and Mr. Postal. They were playing virtual reality golf. And I was in their chat, and I was making, guy comments, guy jokes and stuff. And I am so used to, like, my wife never watches my channel. Phil's wife, I'm sure, never watches his channel. Poe's wife never watches his channel, but Bart's wife does. Bart's wife is very supportive, and I apologize. I meant the other guys' wives, not you. Triple Vector Love. Yes, I will say, spoiler alert, this game right here, absolutely fantastic. I loved this game. The other ones were good too. I actually really like Mailplane as well, but Mailplane was a huge pain to record because it uses a light pen. So I'm trying to record the screen, but my hand's going in front of it all the time. So I ended up having to play it like 4 times until I kind of figured it out where you can see what I'm doing. That was fun. Yes, Freedom Digits. Casey, the Intellivision gamer, is here. Did you get my email? Casey has been bugging me for a while. He's like, can you give me some, like, you're watching the Intellivision gamer or other things. So I was for unfortunately a review that I probably won't be able to do for a while until Intellivision Revolution starts selling digital copies of their games. But Princess Liddy, when I recorded that notorious Michelle as a mermaid thing, I then did a wardrobe change and I recorded part of the intro for Princess Liddy as Michelle. And when I did that, I recorded something for his show and I emailed it to him. Poe says he just fixed his storm door today. Haven't fixed his handrail yet. Yeah, the wind was really bad for Poe too. And it did some damage down there. Pierre Garreau, how are you doing, buddy? Sarah got her Sprint on New Year's Eve. I've had mine for a while, and I've looked at it. Unfortunately, I won't be able to, again, because of my stupid capture card and not being able to capture things. I don't like to record things off of a television. I might have to, but I have planned like a huge omnibus Sprint video, that talks about where to get ROMs, that talks about all, how to do everything. Basically, all the information that Casey's been doing on his show for a long time, all in one place. I want to do that, but right now I can't capture any damn footage from any system that I plug. It's not the systems, it's my computer or my capture device. I've got a couple capture devices. I've tried them both. It does the same thing. So it's very, very frustrating. I had planned to capture so much more this past weekend or this past few weeks. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Yeah. Phil says he's got an email out to John Champeau, but hasn't heard back. Well, it is a holiday, so we'll probably have to like think of something we can do this week that doesn't require a guest, and then if John gets back to you, we can bump that and talk to John instead. But yeah, lots. Yeah, and Television Gamer's wife doesn't watch his channel either. Am I sleepy? I am a little. I mean, I am tired. I live tired. This entire last 2-3 weeks, I think the earliest I've gone to bed is 5 a.m. There's been a couple like 8 a.m. going to bed. It's been bad. I need to get myself this weekend. I need to recalibrate myself because I go back to work on Monday, and that's going to be really rough if I go to bed at like 7 a.m. again. I need to get myself some sleep so I start the 2026 work year right, because it's going to be busy when I go back. We're starting to basically all the different sports that start in the spring, like baseball, soccer. I've got a few projects there, and January is a busy month for us. At least Mr. Postal was keeping it tame. He was talking about the chocolate starfish. Yeah, but yes, Kelly, you have a great sense of humor. I appreciate that. You're married to the right guy for it. And yeah, okay, so Intellivision Gamer got that clip, so I can be embarrassed on his channel too. Just be responsible with any AI you use. And damn, bugging, yeah. Hello from Georgia, USA. Fun thing about Code Monsieur is you will never, ever, ever question where he's from. He always introduces himself the same way. Hello from Georgia, USA. Yes, Cuya. More Michelle is on the way. I apologize. I don't know if any of you guys watch My Drunk Sibling, but every Friday I love to watch My Drunk Sibling. And I was actually out with friends last night. We did every Christmas holiday season around New Year's, we do a beer exchange. So you go get a fancy 6-pack of beer, and it's like a secret Santa. Not a secret Santa, but like they're all wrapped, and you pick one, you get numbers and you pick one, and then they can steal, or like one of those. And then after that, we went and did some indoor golf, and like they're all golfers. These are the guys from around the street. There's a whole bunch of dads. We hang out. And the last time I went and played like a proper 18 holes of golf was 1999. I have my garage sale clubs. I didn't come in last though, but it was fun. And but yeah, more Michelle is on the way. I apologize. Oh yeah, sorry. I was saying I was watching My Drunk Sibling, and at the end of it, Tim brings up that episode, and AJ gave me the eyes. She was kind of like, Mike, like we need to talk. Okay, so Phil's not sure about Tuesday. We'll see. I hope the best for your mother. Regardless, I will be live and I will be simulcasting on both channels. I'm not sure what I would talk about yet, but I'll think about that. But we'll also think about, Retro Bliss Rewind podcast, because I want to get back to that. That's, the fun is talking with Phil and Brian and whoever else we have on. It's always nicer when we can do that. Yeah, well, there's a little need for censorship. If I did a completely uncensored stream, first of all, Phil would tell me no longer simulcast. and second of all, yeah, I've got actually a really, really dirty and dark sense of humor that I do have to dial back in order to be at least PG-13. Yes, yeah, oh yeah, Casey sent all those outtakes to everybody. That's funny. My wife also has a great sense of humor. She appreciates my dark and dirty sense of humor, which is great. And my wife does not play games, although she has started doing like Sudokus on her phone. So at least that's a gateway drug. They played Intellivision yesterday. Yes, Tim and AJ played Thin Ice yesterday. They were not very good at it, but they played Thin Ice yesterday. And Robo Bliss, Audacity's in the chat. Of course, I have non-gamer friend groups. Unlike some people I know who live and breathe OneNote, I have a whole keyboard full of notes. I have non-gamer friends in a lot of different groups. So, yeah, Mr. Postal posting the picture of Michelle. 10 out of 10. Perfect time to come on Tuesday as Michelle and chat. No. I did mention that at some point, maybe in the late spring, early summer, I will probably do like a marathon stream. Like we're talking like 8 hours as Michelle to raise funds to get to PRGE. Yeah, we'll see. We'll talk in Discord. And yeah, but that is not going to be any kind of regular occurrence. And no, I'm not going on your show as Michelle. Or coming even on my show as Michelle. It's everybody, just a couple of them. Many groups out there work, right? Yes, but online, you are a OneNote man. OneNote. Have you played Cosmic Invasion on Switch? I have not. Yeah, shut up and take my money. It disturbs me how much people seem to love Michelle. There are other groups. Yes, there are other groups. Yeah, Intellivision, and this is your day because we're going to be playing some Intellivision. I think I'll start with some Road Fighter. Road Fighter. It's okay. Road Fighter's okay. It's a good one for like people competing to get a high score. But I am not. It could have been a lot more. It's a little basic for me, I think. Yeah, it's Casey's an all-gen gamer, but like not only does everything he do, like he runs the Intellivision show, right? Like he's an Intellivision channel. It's totally fair. But like in the votes every month, doesn't matter how awesome the other games are. He always just votes Intellivision. I think once he voted for something that wasn't Intellivision when Intellivision was available, but he could be relied upon to play to vote Intellivision. So here we've got, we could choose our car color. I'm going to stick with the red. But and we're going to play on easy because I can at least finish the full lap, first lap. Yes, yeah. Once you voted for an Atari game when an Intellivision was available, but when you voted for Odyssey 2, there was no Intellivision available that month. So yeah, we'll play like a game of this, and then maybe we'll play some Montezuma's Revenge. Because this one, honestly, I think there could have been a lot more to it. The original Road Fighter is a kind of mediocre racing game. This game looks good. It plays really well. But again, especially if you're playing on easy, it auto counters the skid. It auto accelerates for you. So you just have to apply brakes if needed and move left, right. Which is fine, but there's also no music in it. I think it could have been a lot better. But it's not a bad game by any stretch. It's a good game. And I'm just using okay, the pink ones piss me off. Because if you get, they will always, okay, this is a bad start. They will always, if you start to the left of them, they will move left. So you have to kind of like force them to move the way you want. Otherwise, they'll pin you against the wall. Whoa. Oh. I did really well on my game. Oh, did I not? I missed that gas can. I did really well on my gameplay footage when I captured it for the review, but not so much here, apparently. Yeah, I'm already... oh, we're near the end of the first... There we go. At least we passed the... Worse or better than bump and jump? It's a lot simpler than bump and jump. Similar kind of feeling controls, I suppose. I think bump and jump's the better game, but that I mean that's a source material thing. It's one of those games where, and I should have used my brakes there. I should have like I talk about, you know, if you're going to make a port, add something to it, and there isn't much added here. Yeah. So hitting another car makes you skid. Hitting the side of the track makes you blow up, and you lose gas when you blow up. Later in the game, there are trucks, and some of those trucks drop boxes. If you hit any of those, you blow up. There are oil patches that make you slip, and there are little like puddles or whatever that slow you down. Bears fan Goomba? Yes, I read the manual. I always read the manual. Well, almost always read the manual before I play. So hitting regular cars makes you slide. Hitting those trucks, you blow up. Yeah, hitting that puddle there slowed me down. This is my favorite level because there's no turns. You just left, right, go past the cars. Make sure you're staying on a side and not in the middle so that you know which way the pink cars are going to go, and you're good. Like there, I made him move right because I was on his right. There we go. Yeah, but it's Justin says this is basically Spy Hunter. It's Spy Hunter without any of the action like shooting stuff, and it's a straight up racing game, which the original Road Fighter was. I have Road Fighter for the NES. Oh, see, it's not the best source for a racing game, I don't think. I mean, there are accomplishments here. It scrolls very smoothly. It's nice. The gameplay isn't bad. I just wish something, more was added to it. Yeah, it's a fun game if you want. I mean, and there aren't a lot of even remotely decent racing games on the Intellivision. So, This is a decent one. Mike is responsible for the gas can. So when this was, I think after like the first weekend of programming, I was sent this ROM and asked my thoughts on it. I gave a whole pile of thoughts. But it used to be that the gas, like the fuel or whatever, they were hearts. And one of my suggestions was you should make the heart a fuel can. And that was the only suggestion I think that was taken. Which is fine. I'm happy to give my thoughts on anything, and I am under no illusions that, I am under no illusions that people should take all of them or any of them. But if there are any programmers out there that want my opinion on their game, I don't really do game testing anymore. I don't have the time for that. But oh, good, I need gas. I'm happy to give my thoughts on your games. Give you ideas of what you could add. Justin says, I didn't know this was a Konami game originally. I didn't know it was a Konami game. I've got it. I played it on the NES, but I didn't recall that it was a Konami game. It's probably an early one. Yeah, but it's fun. So there are plenty of tracks, or plenty of portions of the track. Like at the end of each section, it's like a checkpoint. So the idea is like this is one long trek, and I guess the checkpoints are, it's just different parts of the track. But when you beat it on easy, you loop back to the start, but it adds an extra section of the track, an extra level. And so new stage is now unlocked, but I have to play through them all again to get to that stage. If you play on medium, that first stage is already unlocked. And if you play on hard, 2 stages are unlocked. Oh, see, he dropped a box on me. Not cool. I bet Old Poe was in that box. For those of you who didn't watch the Infiltrator intro, Old Poe was giving me advice about smoking cigarettes to see lasers and using a cardboard box to sneak around. Oh, don't do the... Oh, I hate those trucks when they drop boxes. No. I should have gone to the right of him. This is bad. Yep, empty. Okay. This is something I need to correct you on. It's not Old Man Poe. It's never been Old Man Poe. It's Old Poe. Full stop. And now people will intentionally say Old Man Poe just to make me upset. Yeah, so like the game, I would define it as that. The game is pretty good, but especially with the person who did it, it could have been so much more. There could have been music, there could have been some kind of action, there could have been a track builder, there could have been, like, you could have added a lot to this game. It could have been great, but you are right that there aren't many games like this for the Intellivision. Maybe like Bump and Jump. Yeah, I already answered that one. I think Bump and Jump is like, there's more to it. 4 out of 10 for the gameplay, not the game itself. It's basically Spy Hunter. Yeah, it's Spy Hunter without all the features. Was there ever a Spy Hunter for the Intellivision? No, there wasn't. Now somebody's going to program it. Drive into the truck and get your smoke screen. Yes, I was responsible for that. Yeah, I didn't release... okay, so yeah, it was an early Konami game in arcades, and then the NES version was a PAL exclusive. I have that PAL exclusive. Yeah, well, the cars have different AI. They move in different ways. The pink is the most aggressive car. It will always move in the direction that you're coming up behind it, but The infiltrator intro is Casey's favorite after anything that Michelle is in. It's not the same thing. Old Poe is different than Old Man Poe. It's just Old Poe. It flows better too. Old Man Mike, yeah. Old Man Mitch. Old Man Poe dropped his remote on accident. Jeez, you just. No, you're not going to get banned. You're one of my biggest supporters. I can't ban you. I didn't, by the way, I was talking about my drunk sibling earlier. Hi, Tim. Someone should make Spy Hunter. Why? Unless you add something, I don't need it on the Intellivision. Add something or make something new. Please, God, Intellivision homebrew programming community. Give me something new, or if you're going to port something, add something to it. Do what Champ Games does. There's so much talent. Stop giving me straight ports that add nothing to the game. Because then why would I pay X amount of money to get a new version of the exact same game when I could just play the original? Casey says he's glad I'm on this weekend. Miss you last week. Yeah, miss you too. But last weekend it was a lot of fun for me. I played a lot with my brothers. Yeah, Old Man Poe and Cougar Michelle. Yeah, okay. So Michelle's been in 2 intros. She was in the James Bond 007 intro, and she was a femme fatale. But like the intro, actually, no, she's been in 3. So her name in that intro was a lot of fellatio. And it's said in that intro, but obviously the female version of Michael is Michelle. So she became known as Michelle. And then in the Buck Rogers intro, I used her image. I used the footage again. And then she's in the mermaid one. And she will be in the Princess Liddy one when I get the ability to capture footage for it. It pissed me off so much. I played that game for quite a while. I beat it. Then I checked my footage and it was all garbage. None of it was usable. It's going to happen, Mike. But yeah, I know, but add something to it. Stop being so goddamn lazy. If you're going to port something, do something new with it. Don't just take the same game and bring it over. It pissed Mike off. No, trust me, this is not pissed off Mike. Pissed off Mike is scary. I know, make Spy Hunter a lady in a pink car. Other than that, straight port. Donut Dodo remake for Intellivision. Let's go, people. So one exception, probably the only exception to the whole adding a port, like Dragon Quest, NES game. So Dragon Warrior was on the NES, and the on the Famicom it was Dragon Quest. They ported that to the Intellivision, and it's spot on. When you're bringing a port from a more advanced system down, that's kind of impressive in itself. So I give a bit of a pass there. But if you're porting an Atari game to the Intellivision and it looks and plays just like the Atari game, that's lazy. That is so damn lazy. I beat that on hard, buddy, not easy. I haven't played it enough to want, honestly, it's not that, it's a good game, but it's not a game that I would constantly go back to. Maybe to play for a couple minutes just to warm up or whatever, but now Michelle will be in my intro. Fair enough. Okay, Spy Hunter, but with story cutscenes, missions, and roadmap. That would be awesome. I would be 1000% behind that. But you could go the extra mile, call it something different, because if you do all that to it, make the graphics maybe a little different, you do all that to it, it's its own game now. And then you don't have to worry about potential copyright. You can sell digital copies, go on the Sprint. You can advertise it everywhere. Nobody will ever come after you. That would be great. Bart says, I make videos all the time and it's all garbage, but that's just my gameplay. My gameplay, today it wasn't great here. I would play Zelda also as a direct port. Don't screw with Nintendo. Please don't bring that potential litigation and scrutiny to the Intellivision community. I know this was being worked on at one point. Stop. Just stop. Nintendo is notoriously litigious. Why would you want to do that? If they make Zelda, at least shuffle the places you need to bomb and item placement. Then it would be unbeatable until somebody gave you a guide. Zelda back in the day, I remember playing that with my friends, and even back then, it's like if you didn't have Nintendo Power, you weren't beating Zelda. Here's the thing. Bart gets a pass because he's just like, I'm going to play this game. If you are going to highlight, you're like, okay, we got a homebrew highlight. If you are trying to highlight a game, you need to know how to play it. Otherwise, you are not highlighting it. So yes, you need to read your manuals. And you've been a bit better lately. Let's play some Montezuma's Revenge. I'm not good at this game. And to add to that, I'm going to be recording, playing with this. So this is not necessarily as accurate as I would normally like to be. But this is a fully licensed port from Intellivision Collector. There are a limited amount of digital packages. I think it's limited to 300. It is still currently available if you want to get it. But it seems to be a pretty cool port. So we are definitely going to be going level 1. Start with the, click in here. We'll start with that. Oh, thumbstick. Yeah, this is going to suck. I'm going to be bad at this. So you got to get the keys. No, I pressed jump. I didn't press up. Ugh. Disagree. If you're highlighting a game, you can't highlight a game if you don't know how to play it because you will make it look like garbage. It is not a highlight of it. If you are showing a game, just showing a game, you have to show the game played right. That's why on your Intellivision Day stream, I came on and I taught you how to play Norseman because you did Norseman too. So dirty. So dirty. 1000%. 1000%. I'm actually not a huge Pitfall fan, much to the chagrin of some of my viewers. Mike Tyson's punch up for the Intellivision. See, it's punch up, so it'll be okay. Possibly the best 2600 game? I would disagree, but it is a great game. I picked up Montezuma, looks cool, but definitely tough with the Intellivision control. Yes, I should have hooked up my OG Hugo because it's going to be really tough with this. Only did that to one game. You did that live with Norseman. And you can if you quickly read the manual before the show. And it wasn't a gameplay video. It was on your live stream. I was there. I was giving you crap for it. Much deserved crap. Okay. Oh, I might have to, I'm going to have to hook up a different controller because this is bullcrap. Let's see if I'm able to do that. Hold on 1 second. Plug that in. I've got this here. Okay. Probably have to shut this down and bring it back so that it recognizes that I plugged in a new controller, and hopefully it works. It'd be really cool if it did. Let me just quickly bring it up here, see if it works. Casey says he got Duck Hunter today for Intellivision. I want to get that. But I wish it wasn't Duck Hunter. Okay, controller works. Let's play Montezuma's Revenge with the OG Hugo, and I will still suck at it, but it won't be as much of the controller's fault. I'm still going to blame the controller, because you got to. This is the MGG way. We blame controllers. We don't blame this one. For the games that this controller works for, it's fantastic. So yeah, we can go through that because we had gotten the white key. It should be Mallard Massacre. They call it what do they call it? It's not called Duck Hunt. It's Duck Hunter. But there's something you can press at the title screen that'll make it Duck Hunt. Oh, there we go. I don't know the layout of these. Like I've barely played this at all. So if I'm going the wrong way, shout at me in the chat if you're more familiar with this game. Controls so much better with the OG Hugo. Ooh. Don't want to end up in the fire. Off-Grid says, here's a shocker for you. I suck at this game. And Casey loves it when I blame the controller. You have to, but I can't with this one. This one does exactly what you tell it to do. Mike Hunt. That would be an interesting one. Now Casey's going to get a hack of Duck Hunter. That's Mike Hunter. You need to try Operation Cloudfire, people. Great game, multiple endings. And if you like multiple endings, personally, better than Cloudfire is Pandora Incident. Same programmer, both great games, but multiple endings, really cool, great atmosphere, both of them. It is it's a tough game on every controller. And yeah. Okay. Do. Okay. Yep. Whoop. Okay. I get this, and I can walk through the snake. Gives me like a short period of time. Okay. So yep. I can. Oh, he hits me and he dies, but now I have to be good at avoiding this guy. Oh, no. I was watching the skull. Oh, and I hit the snake. I hit the easy guy to avoid. There we go. Oh, and I don't have my knife now. So I'm going to die. I needed my knife for this. But when I die, he'll go away. Yeah, at least there's that. Okay. Let's not die. There we go. Dude. Up we go. Then we got to go to the left here. Yeah, you've only played. Don't give me that. You've only played Pandora Incident like once, and you didn't really know what you were doing. What's the deal with the Duck Hunter thing? They modded an NES Zapper to work. I saw footage from some convention. You probably saw it in my video. Oh, I don't have it right here with me right now. No, they made an addition to it called the NTNES. So it plugs into your Intellivision, and it has NES ports. And it will allow you to use an NES controller on your Intellivision games. It'll allow you to use a NES Light Zapper on your games. And with a Super Nintendo to NES adapter, you can use Super Nintendo controllers, which is great because there's that NT controller with the number pad on it. It's a really cool piece of tech. I have to send mine back to get whatchamacallit, reflash with a new firmware, because I added a whole pile of other stuff to it as well. But when I get it back, I will be doing a full video on that. And I did read the manual. I know what to do. I'm just not good at it. Okay. I can have a maximum of 5 items. Okay, so this will be okay because I'll pick up those. Okay, well, I got stuck on the thing there. Now, how do I do this? Do I have to? Oh, okay. I think I have to okay. Cool. There we go. Now I can go this way. Okay, and now I can go boom, 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 boom. Down here. Okay. Casey says the NTNES works great. The game is also well done. Both were being made at the same time. Can we use that controller using now in the Sprint? Unfortunately, not quite yet. Atari has said they will come out with a dongle that will allow you to plug in DB9 ports to that USB. And when they do, you'll be able to play with this controller, and it is awesome. This is the OG Hugo. And if you go to purchase anything from OG Hugo, if you use the code MGG, you will get a discount on it. I think it's 5% or $5. I think it's like a $5 discount on your order. So you can get one of these for even cheaper. Just use the code MGG. I have Pandora Incident. I need to play it. We'll definitely be playing for the first time in a video without reading a manual. You will do great. One of my first live streams, I played and beat Pandora with a faulty controller. So, and it's not even just beat it. There are a whole pile of different endings. I beat it 100%. And Carlos Madruga actually messaged me after. He's like, the first 115% because you did it with a broken controller. Yes, not yet, but soon. That's wild. Let's play for Intellivision Gumshoe with new levels. Never know. You never know. A gerbil is trapped in my boyfriend's butt and can't get out. Should he keep feeding it milk with a medicine dropper or just let it starve to death? No, I think you need to go see a doctor. Sorry, I played that legit. Yeah, Casey in the chat answering your Intellivision questions. But yes, it is coming soon. Same with the sprint sticks from Atari. You'll be able to get those soon. Yeah, I didn't get a lollipop with mine, but it is a really good one. It is obviously not compatible with everything. If you need the 16 directions to play, you won't be able to use this because it's an 8-direction D-pad, but it's really good. Gerbils are people too. No, they, by definition, they are not. Mr. Postpal says he used the MGG code and Hugo charged him triple. I find that unlikely. All right. But let's see. Let's see if I can beat a level in Montezuma's Revenge. What's up here? Oh, hello. Let's get some coins then. Let's be a little more chill. Oh. Really? Really? It's like a set arc when you jump. That always screws me up. There we go. Oh, hello, Snake. Oh, dear. Am I going to be able to run across that? Or am I supposed to go to that other screen first? If I time a jump... There we go. Oh! I thought when I had that, it makes it so I can only go through enemies. No! It trapped me. I need to be more decisive. No! Oh, losing all my lives right here. No! Okay, well, at least he's gone. That was bad. Having that item made it even worse. If I had just died the first time, it would have been fine. Okay, what am I doing here? This looks like ass. That doesn't look fun. None of this looks fun to me. Oof. Yes. Totally deserved. Totally deserved. I like the version on the Atari VCS in 800 in retro mode. Cool. Do I have my logo on the back like DJC does? No, I don't. There's nothing on the back of mine. It would have been cool if I did, but I'm not going to complain because he actually sent this to me to review. I didn't have to pay for mine. Full disclosure. So I am incredibly thankful, and it is my go-to controller for Intellivision. It says corny instead of Corey. Still 3 out of 10 better than I can do. I'll have to play this. Like, I've only played it once or twice on the Intellivision anyway. And I'll have to play it a lot more to get, because my general thing when I do a review is if the game can be beaten, I try to beat it, or at least get really far in it. Can't spell Corey. Or Tracy, the television guy. The NES version is on the eShop. I should pick it up. You should. Montezuma's Revenge is a great game. Mike's Gaming Gala. Yes, that is me. Hey, Avocado Kayak Girl. I had a slight issue, and he sent me okay, cool. Yeah, Hugo will make you. He'll make you whole. If you got a problem, especially if you're a part of his Discord, just message him. He responds right away. Not to be confused with Mike's Gaming Galaga or Mitch's Gaming Galaxy. Buggy Pinball's here. Yeah, the television fella. That's right. All right, let's we'll play till I die again, which won't be long, I promise. Okay. No, I didn't want to go down that. I wanted to go across because this is going to end badly for me. How am I supposed to get down there? Oh, I shouldn't have gone this way. I could have avoided those coins. I don't need those coins. Because I go to the bottom here and I jump over. Whee! Stay away from bad dudes. Did he touch me? Oh, because he goes up ladders. Oh, dirty dog. There we go. Ah, no, he goes up ladders. Suck. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just... Okay, he can't get on this ladder. This screen looks familiar, but I could get another white key. I'm doing well. We're kind of getting close to the end here, but I'm doing well. Hope you are too. Limited run games. I used to have like a bit of a limited run addiction, and I would buy like the special edition of almost everything. And then I realized, A, you get broke really quick, and B, you've got to wait like a year, year and a half for it. But they do deliver, and it's cool stuff. Thank you very much, AKG. But did you click it twice? That's not Justin Fozon. That's Justin somebody else. Yeah, good luck on the run. I have not been having. I had one screen that I had really bad luck. It was just stupid. Yeah, of course. If it's a weekend that I don't have my boy, like if it's a Sunday that I don't have my boys, it's a lot easier than if I do. When my boys are here, I try to do stuff with them. But CK is here, and thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Sydney Hunter is a good game too. I have that on the Intellivision. I did stream it one time. It's a great game. Little collector vision action. That's their claim to fame. I don't need those coins. I don't need those coins. Oh no, they circled me. There we go. Oh, I need like a torch. There's a platform here. It's a dark room. Whew. Well, that looks like a bad time. Whew. Is there a ladder here? No. Is there a ladder here? Nope. This is just a run across. I have no torch. Well, that's death. Yes, a strange skull hit me. Well, hey, I'll take all the 4 out of 10s because, quite frankly, that's the option that I've given you in your member emojis. It's a 4 out of 10, but 4 out of 10 is generous, I think, for what we just did there. But we had a fun time and we chatted about stuff. Thank you. Yeah, I used to run the Toronto Prop Expo. We had a whole pile of different ones, and all this kind of stuff here coming off of it. They're actually like images of different movie props. So you've got like R2D2 there. You've got, I think that's like the RoboCop mask. You've got tons of stuff. That's right there. That's a little thing from Masters of the Universe, the synthesizer thing. You've got Krull here. You've got Darth Vader's helmet. It's all movie props. It's very cool, and I've got multiple ones where like the leaf is composed of that. Or for our 10th anniversary, we had like a big 10, and it was all composed of these props. It's pretty cool. Mr. Posthouse says Kidney Hunter is a game set in South America. Never leave your drink unattended. Yeah. All right, guys. So we're not sure yet what we're streaming on Tuesday night, but we will be streaming Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Don't forget to go check out either Off Grid Arcades channel or Mr. Posthouse channel at 7 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. They have their hanging out with Poe and Off Grid. And Mike the Gaming Road Warrior is going to be on that show, so that's going to be cool. What else? On Monday, there's at 8 p.m. is Casey's Intellivision show. We got lots of stuff. And then, Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern, we've got My Drunk Sibling. And I think that covers everybody that was in the chat here. But we will be live next on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And this week, I think, because I got footage for it and I started writing a script, we're going to be doing Count Vecula for the Vectrex. That'll be the review this week. It'll be a fun one. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. If you're like me and you're back to work on Monday, my apologies, but life goes on. And we'll see you next time on Mike's Gaming Gala. Bye, guys.